And on 2nd and 10 now. Out of the gun, it's Webb. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Webb. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned a ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Well, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. That's Black. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down following the run.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Pay attention now. Barney.
They'll run again with Hunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Good.
Webb now from the gun. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. A first scoring update now from Carolina, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Watch it now, Barney.
And he'll give it here to his running backs. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. And they'll run it here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go. Green.
Now they try the right side here. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 3rd down. Webb over the middle, complete. That's great. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to the air on second down. Webb. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Throwing on third and long. Webb into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now a handoff looking right. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. And a give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now they try the right side here. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter. Back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to about the 22 here. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Indianapolis. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And it is now 21-0. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
From the gun, Webb trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff looking right. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measure, height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Now it's Hunt trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
So 2nd and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Webb. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Webb. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Here to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff looking right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. His throw incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. On third and long, it's Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked. Second down now after the incompletion. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive. Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that? But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans have got it in cruise control right now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And tough starting field position here.
No, check, Patriot. Set.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at, watch it now, Barney. Set. No, check, Detroit.
This is Hunt. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Here with Hunt. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans have got it in cruise control right now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. A toss play to Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock making him do it that way, didn't they?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And he'll bang that one through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Blue, landing. Detroit, Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check 99. Check 99. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, it's Webb. He sets to fire deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Webb now. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Operating from the gun. Webb. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Set! Lead! Leopard! Leopard! Slam! Slam! Over! 25! Check 25! Check 25! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Over!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on fourth down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Kyle Brinza now on for the field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Colts adding to their total as they're able to stretch their lead in that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Brinza now, after the field goal, readies for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a 1st down throw. Webb can't escape as he goes down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 2nd down, Webb. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Lions on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, lucky.
From the gun, Webb forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check. Patriot! Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Webb. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Green, 39. Green, 39. Over. Gone. Detroit.
Throwing again. Webb. Now a desperation throw deep down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. No matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Minnesota, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.